Hey there, viewers. Deli here.
And Invictus.
Welcome to an update for the third time.
The third time. Because Deli's mic stinks.
My mic doesn't stink, my computer stinks.
Yes.
Speaking of stinking, we were just talking about farts. So there's that.
What a way to open the video. We're pros at this, you know?
Yes, we are. All right.
So, we've got quite a bit to show you guys this time. And, like Deli said, this is the third time, so we know it pretty well at this point.
Yep, we know just what we want to say. As you can
Um,
probably see from here, we have two noticeable differences.
yeah.
That is the tower and something that is globby and funky looking on the left. We'll get to that shortly here.
Yep. And the first thing that we want to show you is the bridge that's in the miniature garden that we've got going here. Once Deli started working on the tower, I realized, well, there's no way into the tower from out here, and that'd be cool if there was. So I added one.
So many flowers. So many.
It actually didn't take very long to gather those either. But the original plan was for that to go straight into the original entrance over here, but it just seemed lame. So I decided to make it a crooked entrance, which looks cooler. So that's that.
Yep. And as we had said in the previous videos, the tower is very bland, and we wanted to fix that. So I went to work making some windows, revised them a couple times, and came out with this. And that automatically, or I guess sort of arbitrarily, made our colors for the castle.
Yeah, and I think they're pretty decent colors. Gold, green, and blue. It was originally gold, red, and blue, but I argued against Deli. He didn't think that it looked like a hospital, but that red cross in the middle just it screamed to me like all of the invading armies. Hey, guess what? This is where we keep our wounded. So throw your Molotov cocktails through this window here, and it'll be cool.
And what's funny is, as I was placing the red blocks, I was like, Invictus is going to nix this. I know it. As
It's
I
a
did
good
it.
collaboration.
Yeah.
Good collaboration, knowing what your collaborator is going to say before he says it.
And of course, the second thing that is a noticeable difference is the ribbon of windows running spiral wise down it.
Yeah,
I started at the top window and realized since that is actually not on a floor, it is instead on the staircase, it will end up cutting in between that lower window and the lowest window. So that worked out nicely.
It does, and it's a nice accent too. It made it feel like instead of just having three windows, it actually makes it feel like it's the whole tower. So, and this is the first view of the tower as it's supposed to look. What are you doing?
There's a lighting glitch, and I don't like it.
Uh,
I can't get rid of it, though. It's too high up.
oh well.
Yeah, so when you come in here, we decided we wanted to center the stairs on the entrance rather than on the backside because, as you know, the symmetry of this tower is kind of weird. The symmetry is diagonally, not left to right. So
More of an oval than a circle. So
yeah, so that's the problem. And so we centered it up this way instead, and I think that was a great idea on our part.
and you'll see why once we get to the top. But before we get there,
And I started the implementation of balconies with this one. Invictus has a second one coming on along up top. He has yet to bring it out onto the actual outside of the tower, but it is looking nice so far.
yep, that'll be a
And
future update.
yep, and we're going to reiterate this several times throughout the video, I'm sure, but the future update is going to be awesome. Amazing.
Dear me.
Dear me, you are
You're
amazing.
Deli's
Oh,
taking a like
man.
to that one. As you may recall, the bottom floor of this tower used to be grass, and it still is. Nothing's changed. We just sort of put in the bottom floor of the tower. So, we were originally thinking about maybe putting in some storage boxes, looking things down here, just because that's pretty much all this is good for. It's still attached to the catacombs over there, and we do plan on maybe doing something with the catacombs. But if you guys have any good ideas for what we could do down here other than just putting boxes, let us know.
Yeah, and not even just here. If you see anything throughout the video that you have an idea for, we will gladly listen and gladly consider all ideas.
Yes, indeed. Sometimes it may take us a little longer to get to them, but that's
Yeah.
because we've got a lot of things that we're working on all at once. So
Yeah, for example, Cars Heaven recommended that we symmetrically deal with the the staircase on the back that looks gaudier than hell.
And it still looks gaudier than heck.
Yeah,
Because
we haven't
figured it out.
Exactly. We have not got to it. We do intend to do something with it. We don't think we can do the symmetry thing, but we will likely implement something of the idea. So
yeah, we're gonna try as hard as we can.
yeah,
It's just a mess back there right now. Anyway, this is the first floor. Deli, take it away.
all right. We wanted to maintain the ability to look clear up and see all the way through the spiral staircase. And so in order to do that, we needed a glass floor. Initially, we were considering the Archer Barracks idea for this floor, but then we put in the glass floor, and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's too nice. It's too
Yeah.
formal. It's too bright and happy. This is not a place where archers are gonna be shooting at haystacks. So that and the fact that if they miss, they're gonna nick up the glass floor, which is just not cool.
Do you say nip?
Nick it.
Nip it.
Nick.
Nip?
No.
Nip? Nipple? What was that?
The one thing that I did like about this whole section, and yes, I'm tooting my own horn here. There's another fart joke for you, Dilly. The glowstone lanterns here, I think, were a very nice touch, and there's more of them up top that were the original idea, which is varied heights, as you might see at the top of a very tall cathedral, which it makes it look really nice, and I like the way this turned out. So
Yeah, I definitely like it. And along with that, this is where Invictus is beginning his sort of balcony exit thing.
yeah, it's definitely a work in progress. Don't judge it yet.
Yeah. And we also have an exit here. You guys might remember the Archer Barracks that we had down here, the just small little Archer outpost underneath. And we connected it on over to the tower and also made the entrance to the bar and the barracks up there. So.
Yep. And this is the first of an amazing sequence of perfect lineups. I decided to just start building this balcony one time and just decided to cut right into the tower right here, and lo and behold, we didn't have to move the staircase at all.
Yep, and more regarding the staircase as we move up, we will touch on in a minute here.
Yep.
We have this floor right here. Not positive on its use yet, but we knew that we wanted something branching off of the barracks there.
Yep.
So
We're thinking about maybe a rare books library, or maybe even just sort of a lounge for the bar that's over there right now. Again, there's no real set in stone idea that we've got for it yet, but we'll figure it out as we go.
yeah. And then the perfect lineup that I was discussing. As I was building this huge staircase up for, hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever, I never thought once about where it is going to actually cut into the top here. And I didn't have to, because as I was building it, it built perfectly in with the floor to the dining room.
Absolutely no movement necessary. I mean,
Yeah.
the chances of that happening, I don't even want to think about it.
I know. What are the chances of that? It's so perfect. But yeah, so I was very excited and was very happy to tell Invictus that it worked out amazingly. So
This floor used to be stone floor. It's now stone brick, so looks cooler. Fits in with the tower better.
a little less bland.
A little less bland, yeah. And a few changes to the dining room here.
Things are much brighter.
Things are much brighter, and as I was telling Deli earlier, I think the lanterns look a little silly, but I think they work out actually pretty well. They're growing on me as I look at them now.
Yeah.
So
The problem was, basically, there were constant monster spawns occurring on the dinner table, and as I pointed out to Invictus, nobody likes to eat monsters for dinner, so I had to fix that.
some people like it. Don't diss monsters until you've tried it.
Well, I did mention something about me and the skeletons' relationships last time, but I won't bring that up this time.
Okay. Dance.
All right.
Yeah, just so you all know, whenever we pass this dance floor, and it's not just because you guys are watching. Every single time we pass this dance floor, we dance. It's just necessity.
It's the job as servants.
Yeah.
So as we came to the conclusion of, hey, that's a perfect interception right there for the dining room for the steps, we realized we weren't going to continue the staircase all the way up around the edge. So I built this staircase coming off the center of the floor and brought it up here. And then Invictus had an epiphany.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, it was more of a realization than an epiphany. It's just that, if the dining room's right down there, they're not really going to be able to eat a lot unless there's a kitchen. So we decided, well, this was originally going to be a barracks, but we've already got one of those. So why not just make this a kitchen?
Yep, it's perfect. It's close. It's small and could easily be dank and dreary. I think it's great.
Yep. So where do you want to go to next? Do you want to go upstairs?
Yep, let's stick with the plan of the last two times we did this. Oh yeah. You guys may have noticed a new lantern hanging here, and the throne room. I used to have benches here, and Victus complained and was like, "It looks like a church," even though it wasn't at all like a church. I think it was a good idea.
It was a church. There were four benches right here and right here and right here. It was a church.
There were only 2 rows, thank you. And first you said there were benches, and then after that I argued that there were benches, not pews, and then you're like, no, they're pews. You just made a mess. Now clean it up.
That was really angry.
I love you so much. Cow bed's gone.
Yeah, thank you, Moo.
And out here.
Now, last time we showed this to you, this was just a flat, dirty area. It is now fully grassed in. It has all of the leaves forever, and as you will find out later, Deli and I are pretty much just done forever with leaves. We will show you why.
Yes, you shall see.
That tree over here was originally much shorter. I built it manually a little bit further up, just so it would have varied height. And as you'll see later, this was a minor project. Like, this was nothing compared to what we did on the other side.
He borrowed the hands of God.
Yeah, that was just silliness. After that, it was a minor project.
He went to the benches in the throne room and asked for the hands of God. Not the pews.
Because there were no more pews. They're all out.
I hate you. Anyway, yeah, the next thing that we worked on was a huge process.
I didn't do it.
I don't believe you in the slightest. The next thing that we worked on was a huge project that we had told you guys we had plans for to begin with. Actually, I'll show you the beginnings. Most of you remember right here was a tree that was coming up out of the garden, and we wanted it to go clear up through the garden and continue onward and upward towards the sky, where it will tickle. No, never mind. That could be very blasphemous very quickly.
Yes, I was going to say. Watch what you say on the interwebs, Deli. Everybody's listening.
Yeah. So, yeah, we finally went out with our shears, which are the most amazing tool in all of Minecraft.
Oh my gosh, so satisfying.
Our axes and our willpower.
And we harvested 4 forests, probably.
Yeah, and the end result was a lot of climbing around, a lot of fall damage, and
so much fall damage.
and a lot of excellence that ended up becoming this.
Our very own personalized, hand-built, every single block of it, tree.
Yep. At first, we saved the server because we were almost positive we were going to totally bomb this creation. We didn't.
Worried beyond heck. And let me tell you, we haven't saved the server at any point in this entire process. It's all been, if we messed it up, we fixed it.
Yeah.
So
this was our biggest fear because it's so easy to mess up something that's supposed to be natural.
Yeah. I mean, how are you supposed to create? You can't. It's something you have to really work at and figure out. Well, where would this come out, and would this be longer than that? It's natural growth, and it's hard to replicate.
Did you just say would this be longer than that?
Wood, yes.
Wood.
Lots of wood.
Yes, lots.
Yes.
So yeah, we nestled the treehouse in there, and it is hidden enough, but also exposed enough to be discreet, but awesome at the same time.
Yep. So, like we said, this tree is supposed to be for the kids. It's the king's Kids are supposed to go up here and get out of their dad's hair, and we decided to build it in a way that would be entertaining, and that means climbing over branches and you know working your way through the leaves, finally up into the highest point of the entire castle. Yes, the tree is the highest point of the castle.
Yeah, and it's freaking awesome. So let's actually make our way over there
Yep.
and show you
Show you
exactly.
around.
Yeah, show you what it entails. Not entrails, entails. It is really quite impressive inside, actually, just because you feel like when I was building it, I kept telling Invictus, I was like, I'm not claustrophobic and I'm in a video game, but this is making me a nervous wreck being in here. Like,
It really is kind of an enclosed feeling. It's kind of neat.
yeah, it was mostly when I was building it, just because I felt like I never had anywhere to go. I was just bouncing off of stuff. But, yeah, right over here, we have the balcony that we told you we were going to build off the side of the king's quarters. We did that, and then we actually tied it in with the tree, just like we said we would.
Yep.
And as you cut into it, there's one branch that was sticking out here that I thought would make a perfect balcony, so we stuck some leaves on it and made it into a tree balcony. It's a treekany. Sounds like a Pokemon.
It's super effective.
If you guys haven't watched our Terraria series, please go indulge yourselves.
So because it's a treehouse, and actually before I get into that, for all of you physics buffs, yes, we built this treehouse to be actually built into the tree. If you were to build this in real life, it probably would be supported naturally because we built branches on the corners, straight through, and the main trunk is going up through the middle. So this is the main trunk. This would, I feel like, be well supported. It wouldn't be going anywhere except when there's a breezy day. I hope there's no breezy days. Anyway,
There's never a breezy day in our land.
we wanted to put in some things that would be entertaining for kids, so we put in a jukebox with their records and some books. But honestly, Minecraft is not really built for entertainment of little kids. So
What are you kidding?
There's
They
no-
have benches!
yes, benches are the only thing you need to be entertained as a child.
Benches define entertainment. So yeah, you get pretty much the best view from the castle outward just from right up here in the kids area.
Yep.
It's really quite impressive.
And I do feel like it's nice and secluded. Like if I was a kid, I'd feel like I could take my friends up and not have to deal with my parents for a while.
have an awesome child orgy.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if I should really talk about that sort of thing, but
Yeah, that's not cool.
coming from you, a teacher,
Yeah,
that
this
is
not
probably a
cool at
good
all.
thing that you say that's not cool.
Anyway, we are very proud of that entire achievement. It's when we were going through the entire thing, we basically just built the branches out first, and so it looked like a giant dead tree, and it looked really awkward. And we thought, what are we doing? This is not going to work. And once we started putting leaves on it, it started to come together, and we really started thinking, oh my gosh, this is going to work.
Oh god, that was scary.
What'd you do?
I just fell out of the treehouse into the into the small waterfall from the garden's second story.
Well done.
Oh god, that was terrifying. But yeah, it was a great process. It was very tedious and scary, but it was a lot of fun. So, oh yeah, the next area that I think we may have changed is over in the library here with the wool. Because last time I'm almost positive when we showed it to you, all there was a big empty cobblestone hole with a bunch of glowstone. So we
You can probably take that thing out right now. The thing you're
Oh.
painting. We don't need that anymore.
wiggle. So yeah, we went out. We told a bunch of sheep to take the clothes off, and then we did dirty things to them.
Well, Deli did dirty things to him. Not me.
And shortly thereafter, we put this in here, and it was a good day. It was a very good day.
Yep, we harvested lots of sheep, and we also made a map.
Map.
This is the area of the castle. This gray stuff. This is the bridge over to the spire. We've got the desert over in the lower left here, and then the grass area, the grassy plains that lead over to the stronghold.
There's really only so much you can do with big.
A 4x4 setting of wool.
Yeah. What is your resolution? 4x5.
Oh, and you are here.
Yes. I was trying to make battle plans out of the redstone, and then Invictus just came up and got rid of all of them except for that one, and was like, "You are here," and I was like, "All right, that works."
Yeah. So, um, what else is there? I mean, is that pretty much it?
That's pretty much it. Basically, all we can do now is brag and be like, you know, guys, the next update is going to be so freaking awesome. You're probably gonna poop your pants.
Yeah,
So
this one's yeah. Make sure you go. I mean, if you are just joining us and this is your first foray into the Delinvictus series, well, welcome first off, and we're pleased to have you. And if this is something that you've been watching for a little while, thank you again. We appreciate the viewership, and Deli and I are. We don't really get a chance to say it too often, but I know Deli gets it probably more of a chance than I do. But this is a good opportunity to say thank you to all of our viewers. We really do appreciate every single one of you, whether you comment or not. We just like having people, watch what we do and take pleasure in something that we're really enjoying. So, if you haven't seen any of the previous videos, I would encourage you to go back and watch through some of them, particularly the first few, because when you look at what this started as, it's crazy. I recently had a chance to go back and watch through a few of the first videos, and it's insane how much this is developed.
Yeah.
And again, if you are just joining us, this is not creative mode. This is every single bit survival, and we've mined every bit of this or harvested it in some way. This is the epitome of actual construction. So,
yeah, it is. It has been a long journey and a really awesome one at that. And we, as Invictus said, we definitely encourage that you check out our other videos. We are generally funny and goofy guys whenever we're doing anything that we do.
we like to think we are, at least, anyway.
Yeah. And so if you aren't really interested in the castle sort of thing and you'd rather just watch us be stupid, then please go check out our randomness videos, or more notably our Stronghold series, which was a blast to make. A lot of awesome production went into that, and a lot of awesome adventuring for that matter. Possibly very redundant and useless adventuring because we went far further than we needed to, but it was still a lot of fun.
Yep, and it was very enjoyable. And again, the Cthulhu's Calling, I will give a hint to any of our viewers. This is of particular note. You may want to go back and pay attention to our roots a little bit.
Yeah. Just in case you forgot about where we started and what our initial idea was. Because if you did, we sure didn't.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just leave it at that. And, of course, don't forget, stick around for the next updates because they are going to be very awesome and we are very excited for them.
Yeah, Deli's a wizard. That's all I've got to say.
I'm a wizard, Deli.
A wizard!
Ooh, a wizard deli. Wonder what kind of meat they'd sell there. Probably like
Yummy.
lizard and dead hooker.
What? Yes, because that's really what wizards harvest. Now, where did I put that dead hooker?
I forgot to chop off her toe. Not her camel toe, just her. Well, maybe that. Don't you shake your head at me.
You're crazy, Deli. You're a crazy wizard. But we're very pleased with what we've got here, and we really do think this is starting to come together. It's kind of sad, but it's the reality of things. And once we get everything done, I really don't know. I mean, we do come up with projects pretty regularly, but they're starting to slow down. There's not much left to do.
Yeah, so we have come to the reality that the castle is rounding up. We are getting close to being finished, and we are undoubtedly going to continue playing games together. What in the world are you doing?
I'm dancing.
Whatever. We are going to continue playing games together because I think after we go like 1 week without playing games with each other, we start to go into this sad mode, and we're like, where are you? So
I start texting him angry things like, dude, seriously? Where are you? Come on.
So, of course, you guys have Terraria to look forward to. We are going to continue that. We are excited about that series. And
we do have some other ideas for Minecraft. It
Yeah.
may not be involving this castle specifically, but
it may not even involve building for that matter.
it may not involve building at all. It may involve some other fun aspects. So we're looking forward to it. And by any means, when this is finished, we're not. So
Yep. We will be sticking around, and you can expect a lot more content from us.
So if you would, and I hate doing this because I hate people who do this, but if you do like what we're putting out, let us know, and maybe recommend us to your friends. Show them what we're doing.
Yep. because we are proud of what we do, and we are proud that we have people who like what we do. So, give us some of that loving. Oh, yeah.
Nom nom. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching, guys.